Hey guys, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Ariana, and I made this blue eye with the Tarteist palette, and yeah, I don't know really what to call it, so I'm just gonna call it like a blue eye with the Tarteist Pro palette. And first off, I'm gonna start by using my Symphony Snow Cream Moisturizer, and also my Tarte Rock and Oil, and this is really hydrating, and I'm just gonna put it all over the face and rub it in with the stippling brush. The stippling brush is from Luxie. It's like a mini one. I don't know, I just use it. So next I'm going to be using my Egyptian Magic. This is really thick, so you're supposed to warm it up in between your fingers and apply it on your lips. So now I'm going to be using my Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown, and I'm going to apply this on my eyebrows. I pretty much do the same thing every day, so it's not really that different, and I use the brush that comes with it because the brush that comes with it is amazing. It's really small and precise, which I like about it, so it allows me to get a fine line and really create the brow that I want. Next, I just take a Q-tip and I wet it and I just clean up the edges to make it more sharper brow. Sometimes I feel like I can overdraw, and this just makes it more precise. The next step is just take the spoolie side of the brush and you just want to brush out your eyebrows to make sure like it's gradient and it's fluffy and it's not so harsh. Next, I'm just going to start on the eyes, and I'm going to use my Lorac primer for the eyelids. I'm just going to apply this all over with my finger, not in any particular way. Next, I'm going to take my Velvet Matte foundation and just put it on the eyelids. I didn't like this foundation for all over my face, but I love it for as in like a base, like a MAC paint pot type of a deal. And I just spread it everywhere with my finger once again. Next, I'm going to be taking my Better Than Skin concealer in light medium, and I'm just going to take a small synthetic brush and put this under my eyebrow to define it and just make a more crisp eyebrow. Also, I do this whether I'm doing eyeshadow or not, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, I'm just gonna spread it downwards after, and yeah. Next, I'm just going to be taking my small beauty blender and just mix the concealer and the foundation together. Now to set that, I'm just going to take a flat brush and put Free Spirit and Super Mom all over the lid, and this is just to set it, make sure nothing creases. Now just take a fluffy brush and I'm dipping into Bold from the Tarteist Pro palette, and this will be our transition color. You just want to apply this evenly and windshield micro motions, circular motions, and yeah. After I applied Bold as dark as I wanted, I'm just going to take my NYX blender brush and I'm just going to blend this in. Next, we're going to apply the star of the show, which is Trendy from the Tarteist Pro palette. It's a beautiful blue color, and we're just going to spray it with Fix Plus to make it more glittery and stand out more. And we're just going to kind of like cut the crease and just make sure the line that you make is really crisp because you want it to blend. After I apply Trendy to both eyelids, I'm just going to take the color Smoked on a small shader brush, and I'm just going to put this in the crease. It's a really dark brown, and this is just kind of blend the blue eyeshadow to Bold and make that transition. Now we're just going to take that NYX blending brush again and just blend everything together because it's kind of harsh and you want it to be seamless. Since Trendy kind of got lost in the blending, we're just going to apply it again with the same brush. No need to apply more Fix Plus or anything, just dip into the color and apply. Next, I'm going to apply this silver shade on a synthetic brush to the middle of our lid. I got this silver shade in this Sephora palette that I got for Christmas, and I like it, and it just adds like a little bit more of a pop to the blue. Nothing too crazy. This next step is totally optional, but I just take a makeup wipe and I wipe off the edges to make it more crisp. And this also gives me a line to do my eyeliner with, which is just a guide. And just apply your favorite eyeliner. Now onto the face, I'm going to be using this NYX Hydro Touch primer base, and I'm just going to be applying this all over the face, just applying it with my hands and just moving it all over. Now I'm just going to be curling my eyelashes and using this Marc Jacobs mascara to apply it all over my lashes. This is just in prep for falsies, and I used the eyelash adhesive duo in dark tone. The eyelashes that I'm applying are Ardell Natural, but they were really natural, so I added my own little individuals to them, and yeah. Next, I'm just going to be applying my Milani Conceal Plus Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation Concealer in medium beige, which is the shade number 4. And I just apply this all over my face with a broken synthetic brush from e.l.f. And this is my favorite way to apply it. I feel like it applies it evenly and I can get close to my eyebrow. Now I'm just going to be using my damp beauty blender and I'm just going to dab this into my face. Next, I'm going to be taking this Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination Concealer, and this is one of many concealers that I'm going to be using, but it's in shade medium, and you have to warm it up in between your fingers to apply it because it's really thick. Next, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Fit Me, and this is just to brighten up like the mustache area and a little bit more coverage on my nose. Next, I'm going to be taking my Better Than Skin concealer once again, and I'm going to put this next to my nose to shape out my nose and just blend out the Bye Bye Under Eye a little bit more and apply it to my forehead as well. This is all the places that I'm going to be highlighting, and you might be thinking this is really extra just to be applying concealer, but yeah. Then I'm just going to, lastly, just to clean up my eyeliner, I'm just going to take that Better Than Skin concealer on a small synthetic brush once again and just clean it up to make that line super sharp. Now I'm going to take this cute little beauty blender and I'm just going to start blending out my concealer from my forehead down to my nose and use the inner corner. Then you're going to see me switch into my old big beauty blender, and I'm just going to be using the bigger one because I get too lazy to use the small one everywhere. The small one just takes a little bit more time, but it's really precise. Next, I'm going to be taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder just to bake. I'm going to use this small beauty blender again to apply this all over my face. This has changed my life, honestly. I don't know how I was living before I got this powder. Also, just put it any place that you want to set. I just put it around my nose and under my eyes because that's where I get oily. Next, I'm going to be using the Bahama Mama. And this is more of a contour shade than a bronzer shade, so I just apply a line, then I blend it upwards. And then I thought this was too much of a cool tone, so I use my Hoola bronzer on a different brush, which you will see right now. Next, I'm going to be taking Jaclyn Hill's Champagne Pop. This is literally my favorite highlighter. I'm literally ride or die for this highlight. I use it every day. It's ridiculous. But I'm just going to be applying this on the high points of my cheeks, and after I do that, I'm going to make it go to my temple because I like applying highlighter there. And yeah. Next, I'm going to be contouring my nose. I'm just going to use the Hoola bronzer and a small eyeliner brush, and the smaller the line, the more you will be able to tell that you contoured your nose, which is the goal. So Next, I'm just going to be taking a big fluffy brush to wipe away all that excess powder, and I'm going to also use this to kind of blend out my contour because it's going to be like really harsh and you don't want it harsh. So I just use the big brush and I fluff it all around until I think that the lines are okay. Next, I'm going to take Champagne Pop once again. I'm going to put it in the inner corners of the eye to brighten it up, and as well as the brow bone. After I do this, I take this thick like Coastal Scents blender brush and I just blend it out so it's not so harsh, even though highlights still pop in. Lastly, just to finish off the eyes, I'm going to be taking Trendy again on that brush that we used earlier. I'm just going to put a thin line, and then after that I'm just going to apply Smoked again and blend it under. I'm going to be applying Champagne Pop to my nose, and then I'm going to be using this blush by Pacifica in the color Wild Rose and apply it to my cheeks. I don't really like wearing blush, but I do like this one because it's a lot more glittery than like matte color. I don't like matte blushes. I like shimmery blushes because you can't really see them, but this one was actually a really pretty color. After we have applied blush, I'm going to be taking my Marc Jacobs mascara and put it on the bottom lashes. You know the deal. Next, I really wanted just like a nude lip, so I'm going to be taking this NYX Lingerie color in Ruffled Trim, and I'm going to be taking this lip lacquer color in, oh, it doesn't have a name, oh wait, it's Morocco, and it's just a light pink. And then I'm going to be setting my face with my L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. You're going to see me use a fan, but I just like using the fan because I feel like it dries it quicker. And yeah, this concludes this look. Like I said before, this concludes my first YouTube videos. Thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe for more videos.